Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa is set to officiate at the launch of Anglo-American's new GNTM zero-emissions haulage solution. The ultra-class mine haul truck is hydrogen-powered and designed to operate fully laden with a payload of 290 tons in conventional mine conditions. Now, as part of South Africa's commitment to transition to a low-carbon economy and climate-resilient society, this innovation will help the country fulfill its pledge to the UN's Framework Convention. Our reporter Govan Whittles is following the story and joins us now. Good morning, Govan. This is a very significant launch in the broader program of transitioning to low carbon emissions. Talk to us about what's happening today.
This does meet some of the objectives set out by South Africa at the most recent climate conference. We're moving towards net zero as a country, trying to cut our carbon emissions. And what's happening here at the Mogalakwena mine of Anglo-American Platinum is something that tries to move it a little bit further in that direction. And behind me, you'll see the hydrogen truck. It's a prototype. It was developed by Anglo-American, and we'll talk to Anglo-American's head of marketing development for this project in a while. Before we do that, let's speak to the NUM's General Secretary, Mr. William Mabapa. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mabapa. So this does seem like a step in the right direction in terms of trying to achieve a cleaner way of mining. What do you make of it?
No, I think we embrace the technology that Anglo is bringing on the table. We think that there is an environmental issues, climate change, that we need to comply with as a country. And we hope that this is the right direction that the company has taken.
What does this mean for workers?
Look, we understand that issues like this one will impact on the workers. But the reality of the matter is that obviously there is a person that was driving a truck, and there will still be a person that drives this truck, because this truck will still have a driver. It's not like it's an electronic a truck that drives for itself. And obviously there will still have to be people that will work to maintain and make sure that the truck is in good conditions. We are hopeful that there will still be jobs.
Just moving away from this issue, but staying on mining, that strike at Sibanye continues. It's not clear how it will end, and we've seen some outrage over the payment, 300 million rand payment to executives. What do you make of the stalemate in that situation, and do you think it's closer to a resolution?
Let me confirm that, yes, the minister made an interventions on Monday and yesterday. Both AMCU and NUM met with the Sibanye. But I can confirm that, yes, there was no progress. The situation is still the same. They are still offering 850 rand on housing. And, yeah, we are still resolute that the strike still continues until a resolution is made. We have proven before the strike that the financial position of Sibanye is sound, that they can afford 1,000 rand. And during the course of this strike, it has been revealed through their financials that their CEO rigged 300 million in bonuses alone. So, our demand is only 12,000 per annum, and he got 300 million per annum. And
so, just looking at the strike, we see AMCU is calling for a secondary strike in the platinum sector. What about the NUM?
No, we are also organizing some consultations with the members. We can't take decisions for them. So we are organizing a shop steward council, and we are discussing with the Rustenburg regions over the matter. The region has already agreed, but yes, we are now engaging with the members for a secondary strike. So probably, yes, when either AMCU or ourselves, one will give a notice first.
All right, thank you so much. That's William Mabapa, is the General Secretary of the NUM. Of course, some new information regarding the Sibanye strike coming out from that interview. But let's get back to this hydrogen truck behind me. It's a breakthrough for South Africa. And let's get some more information around its development. Joining me is Famida Smith. She's the marketing developer principal for Anglo-American on this project. It looks like it's a prototype. Just tell us what kind of breakthrough this represents.
So it's the first of its kind in the world. It's the largest of its kind in the world to run on hydrogen and fuel cells. So in terms of technology development, everything you see is new. It had to be designed by our TNS team. It had to be thought about in terms of how does such a massive battery and hydrogen or fuel cell system work together? How do you integrate it? How do you do it in a way that is safe to operate? How do you do it in a way that is efficient and cost effective to operate? So everything around it is new. But in getting this prototype on the ground and getting the learnings from it, it actually unlocks further opportunities for large vehicles of these kinds or other types of vehicles, like, for example, trains and ships.
Where does the hydrogen come from, and how is it refined so that it's ready for the truck to use?
So we will be using green hydrogen, and what that means is you would see the solar panels on the side of the plant. The solar panels basically will generate the electricity. The electricity goes into a unit called the electrolyzer. Together with water, the electrolyzer and the water then splits. So the electricity splits the water, it creates the hydrogen, and it creates oxygen. And that's where the hydrogen comes from. The hydrogen that we get through this process is incredibly clean, and it's around 99.9% pure.
So by how much does that reduce the emissions?
So in terms of these vehicles is where we're really going to see the emission reduction. So we've got 40 of these vehicles here at our site in Mogalakwena, and we have around 400 across our operations. If we roll this out across all 400 units, we get an 80% reduction in CO2 footprint for Anglo American.
That's obviously something you'd like to achieve as soon as possible, but right now you've only got the prototype, and it still has to go through complete development before it's rolled out. How long before that happens?
So the plan at Mogalakwena is to roll this out by 2026, 2027, and by 2030 to have it at a point where we can then roll it out at 7 of our other sites.
All right, thank you so much. That's Famila Smith. She is the marketing development principal here at Anglo American. She's working on the truck that you see behind us. And just in a short while, the President of the Republic will arrive here. He'll be given a more in-detailed tour of the truck. Just over my right shoulder, you'll see the plant that's been set up to process the hydrogen as well. President will have a look at that, and then he'll give a short speech to outline exactly how the launch of this vehicle fits into South Africa's plan to achieve net zero emission status, and by when that will be possible. So for now, it's back to you.